let's get into it. So, my name's Grant Blackwell. I'm the co-host of Hanging Out Forever, which is a podcast I do with my lovely girlfriend. And, I wanted to set up a segment where I can talk to the men. We have kind of a men's corner here, and we can talk about what's happening in the world of men right now, because I think there's a lot of interesting things happening right now. I think the dating circuit in general is a little unhinged, and shout out to Hinge, but I think it's a little unhinged right now, and I think that both men and women are having issues. And a thing that I see on the men's side of it all is there's a lot of false idols. A lot of false idols that men are looking up to. I think because men are having a hard time dating, they're going to these false idols and seeking guidance from them when it's not the best information, especially if you genuinely want to have a relationship, a solid relationship with somebody. Me and my girlfriend have been together for almost 10 years now. So I think I have a little bit of advice that I can give. I have a little bit of experience I can give. And that's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. Don't go to those false idols. Come to me. Come to me. I will steer you in the right direction. I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to be your saving grace here, but I want to go through a couple videos that I've been seeing going around. You've probably seen these people. It's the usual suspects, the usual red pill men who are coming out here saying that women are a certain way when they're also claiming to preach dating advice to men. Honestly, if you listen to these guys for dating advice, you're completely screwed. You obsessing over women and what you feel they're not doing, and you express these things, especially on the internet or wherever, that's not going to get you women. You complaining about women all day is not going to get you women. And, a lot of these guys I see, they don't want their women to give their opinions on certain things. They want to have all the answers to every situation that may happen. That's not reality. That is not what a relationship is. Me and my girlfriend, there are certain things that she's just better at, that she has the answer to. And there's certain things that I'm better at and I have the answer to. And there's times where I can lead us and there's times where she can lead us. That is the reality of a relationship. And I think that that's what a lot of men need to understand. If it's better for the relationship for her to take the lead on some things, then it's okay for you to sit back and let that happen. What I'm saying here is don't listen to these guys, these false idols, like I said. Don't take everything they're saying as truth. And a lot of these guys also, I see them, they hide a lot of the things they say. They'll sprinkle some women hatred on top of a motivational quote or something. And a lot of the motivational stuff that these guys are saying, it's really not that impactful. It's really just some regular motivational bullshit that you hear everybody talk about. There are much better, I promise you, there are much better men out there who are saying the exact same shit that they're saying. But yeah, so I have a few videos that I want to watch and just kind of give my reaction to and maybe start some discourse over. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's check it out. Let's dive right in.
I'm not saying a woman's opinion is completely irrelevant, but there's a reason why across different cultures since the beginning of time, men have preferred quiet women. Sex, silence, and sandwiches, they make that joke. Men don't really give a shit about opinionated women. No one likes a girl that always has an opinion on everything.
See, this is what I'm talking about the opinions. Who doesn't want to hear the opinions of your partner? If you truly care about your partner and you want to be the best partner for them, your partner needs to have opinions on certain things. And who seriously wants a girl who just stays quiet all the time and has no opinion on anything? Like that's not realistic.
It's a turn on. The most annoying thing ever is bringing a girl to a social function. She's over here talking with everybody, giving her opinion, blah, blah, blah. Men don't give a fuck about none of that stuff.
Men like dating younger women because they're less opinionated versus older. It's like, oh, I have an opinion. Don't ask your opinion.
Like dating younger women. Old creeps like dating younger women because they don't have opinions. That is a crazy philosophy to have. That, we want to date younger women because they have less opinions. Some of this stuff I feel like these guys say just to get a reaction, like there's no way that a real person actually believes this. I look at these guys and they're spewing this stuff and I'm just thinking of all the women that may come across this on their timeline or something. How many of those women do you think are going to want to actually date these guys? Like nobody is going to want to date these guys, especially the women that they're going for, the traditional conservative types. they're going to see that and think it's just gross. But I think the majority of the men that are watching this, all the younger men who are watching things like this, are going to grow out of it, because they'll eventually see, okay, this philosophy is not working for me. I'm just sitting in my room hating women all day and not actually getting any women. So clearly there's something flawed here. And these are the guys who claim to be alphas, all that. I feel like a true alpha, or whatever you want to call it, a true leader, has a whole team, you know, like you need to be the best leader. You need to be able to take opinions and take criticism. The most important thing to a captain is the co-captain. You need that sous chef in the kitchen to make sure you have the best successful relationship you can have. All right, let's move on to the next video. Let's see what else we got.
A man starts his life off
This
at the
guy's
bottom
pretty
of
fun.
a mountain, and he fights his ass off, and he gets hit by rocks, and he gets torn up,
This
and
guy-
his ass handed to him.
I've seen this guy in a lot of videos. The tightest pants I've ever seen on a man. I promise you.
And he gets beat up, and he falls down the mountain, has to start over, goes bankrupt. He finally fights and claws away, and he gets to the top of the mountain, and he gets
Okay.
into the candy shop, and he eats
See,
his
here's
first
the
piece of
motivational
candy,
piece.
and they tell him that's the only
Waiting
piece he
for the
can have.
misogyny.
And generally, a man that's done all of that work
I'm
is
sure
going
it's
to be
coming.
like, fuck you, I'm going to take over the whole store. Because very, very, very few men will ever get up that mountain. It's called the 1% for a reason, and it is a fucking
That makes
dog
sense.
fight.
Life is
And
hard.
That's what he's referring to. It's the thing that drives men. Now, there's a lot of men out there that'll say, oh, that's bullshit. No, you're using it as a dating strategy. Any man that could love his wife, tuck his kids in at night, be a good man, provide for his
good
entire
man.
family,
Mm-hmm.
be there as a father, be
Provider.
a provider, be the hero for his family, and sleep with a couple women every now and then would do it.
All right, see, you know, that's where you lose me. That's where you lose me. It was all just an explanation to cheat on your wife. That's where he was getting at there. He was making an excuse, that whole thing, that beautiful speech of, you know, men, we start at the bottom of the mountain and we have to climb, and there's rocks falling on us and there's all these things falling on us, just for you to make the point that you want to cheat on your wife. See, guys, that's not how life works. That's not how relationships work. I promise you. Listen to me. Don't listen to this guy in his very tight pants, okay? Listen to me. My pants are baggy, all right? The circulation is flowing to my brain. You can't go into a relationship being like, oh, well, I'm going to provide for you in certain ways, so that means I can cheat on you, right? We're good, right? There's plenty of relationships where, you know, they have an open relationship, but that means both people get to go out and do their thing. These guys just think, no, you're a woman. You can't go out and do that. That's cheating. I'm a man. I provided something for you, so now I get to go have sex with other women. That's not how it works. This is something I see a lot of these guys talking about is, you know, men have different biology than women. You know, we crave sex more than women. I don't know if that's true, to be honest. I think that there's a lot of women out there who crave sex a lot more than men, to be honest with you. So does that mean that these women get to go have sex with anybody they want when they're in a relationship? No, that's not how it works. That's not how most relationships work. And if you really love this woman enough to provide a life for her, provide for her, give her security, all these things, why would you want to go cheat on that person? Why would you want to possibly taint this amazing relationship that you're putting a lot of work into if you're providing everything for this woman? Why would you want to taint it by bringing somebody else in sexually? Why would you want to bring that stress into your relationship? I don't get it. All right. So, tight pants guy. I have one more. Let's watch it.
We need winners and we need losers, okay? Because losing is way more important than winning. I'll tell you why. When you lose, it lets you realize I wasn't good enough. And when you realize I wasn't good enough, what happens? Well, if you're a guy and you have some testicles and you're not a fucking bitch, you're more than likely gonna say, I need to train more. I need to become better. I need to put myself in a position so I don't feel this pain again. Okay? Losing should hurt. You should be painful. And when you lose, you should be like, fuck. And it makes you go back to the drawing board and become a better man.
Okay, so I put this one into it because, you know, it goes back to that motivational speak. I agree with a lot of the things he's saying. I think if you lose or you fail at something, you should get back up and come back even stronger. But these are the same guys who are yelling at women being like, Men have it so hard. Men can't be emotional. Men can't show their soft side because then you'll divorce them and take all their money. You're screaming at these guys right now. You're literally screaming at the men you're talking to. Like, you're doing the thing that you're saying all these women are doing and applying this type of societal pressure onto men. That's what you're doing. You're screaming at your audience right now. Why are you screaming? Why? And like I said, like, the rhetoric is pretty good, you know? That's what happens with these guys. Like, they say something to pull you in, and then that just puts a blinder on all the misogynistic bullshit they say. So yeah, that wraps it up for this Men's Corner, a segment where I want to talk directly to the men, to the boys. It's just us here. I want to talk to the men, and I want to tell you that you don't need to listen to these guys for you to be masculine, for you to be an alpha, all these things. You can be all that. Just don't listen to the rhetoric that these guys are spewing at you. And if you do listen to it, just make sure you're able to decipher what's useful and what is not useful. Because I promise you, a lot of the information that they're giving you about women is not going to be useful when you're trying to get women or when you're trying to find a relationship. A lot of what they're saying is not how it works. And this is coming from a guy who has 9 years of relationship experience. And we're very happy still. And it's because we work at it. We trust each other. We respect each other. And that is the key thing that's keeping our relationship alive. And I just wish that more men had what I have, like an amazing partner that you can be yourself to. You don't have to put up this shell that these guys are claiming that you have to be this manly figure and you have to start at the bottom of the mountain and all these things. You don't need to do that. You can find somebody who you can be yourself with. You can be vulnerable with. You can be soft with. You know, obviously you don't want to be one of those guys who's just soft crying all the time. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with a woman like that either. But you should strive to find somebody that you can be your full self with. And that's why I made this segment, and that's why I want to talk directly to the men. So if you liked this, go ahead and like and comment. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel. This is the Hanging Out Forever channel that me and my girlfriend have. We have a podcast. We do vlogs. We do certain things like that. We talk a lot about our relationship and our experiences. So go check out those full episodes. But let me know if you guys think I should continue doing more of these. I think it could be interesting to talk directly to the guys. So thanks, guys. It was nice talking to you.